I know. And so I called her Elaine. She called me Adam, of course, part of how we love each other. Yeah, I thought this was the most fitting location for this event. And it's a celebration of Elaine's life. And, a life that was so entwined with the arts and movement and expression. And, I've greatly enjoyed speaking with a lot of you here and, hearing about the incredible ways that Elaine has touched your lives. It's wonderful to see that. But Elaine, to me, was first and foremost a loving grandmother. And, she had a huge impact on my life. She was my first babysitter, of course. And I have incredibly fond memories of those early years. She doted on me like only a grandma can. And so many lovely days at incredible New York parks and walks through the city. And I was no picnic eater, I'm sure. I know I locked her out of the house at least once. I saw her love of dancing, and the early days of belly dancing in nightclubs, the raucous bands and packed rooms, running with energy. I love that time, but not in the way that many of you here do. I love hearing stories of it. And if I haven't talked to you already, I'd like to get the inside scoop on some of those more memorable moments out there. I did see the teacher and the choreographer in more detail. What I saw was a dedication to the arts. As a child, I was, of course, enamored in her love of her skill, costume making. And, I also have fond memories of that penny ensemble. It is so clear in my mind, her creating that and me doing getting on that press and doing those coins at 7 years old. She let me do that. And so she instilled a love of the creative expression in me that I still feel to this day. Later on, one of the most memorable things about Elaine for me was her push for new experiences. Her and Fosdick would be like the Lewis and Clark of my travels. I cannot overstate this. They truly shared a huge piece of their lives, taking me and my siblings on these life-changing adventures. And so many of the core memories of my childhood can be drawn back to trips, experiences these two amazing people helped to orchestrate. Either around the world trip to exotic locations in South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, camping on the beach and the other banks of nothing, just running, camping on the beach with a little blanket or a towel, nothing. Putting on these amazing shows with massive budgets and these incredible performances, or hiking in national parks. Elaine thought carefully about the world and what her place was in it. And she had a way of making me and others think about our own places as well. She cared deeply about relieving suffering and making a positive impact on the world, be it by bringing joy or thoughtful contemplation, or her devotion to caring for the health and safety of animals. I'm grateful for these experiences and lessons that she shared with me and many others, but also that I was blessed to have so much time with her in my life. I know this is a celebration, and I'll forever celebrate that I was lucky enough to share with her